What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Almighty Max, man. And today, I'm actually a 1v1 YouTuber basketball tournament, man. It's by that boy Maddox, and they're gonna be doing the fucking shot, meters, whatever shit is called, fucking shot charts of these niggas, the YouTubers be doing. This nigga makes some good calls, so I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. My bad. Not even gonna lie. He be dedicated to shit, good editing. He gets his numbers right, apparently. Like, this guy's, he's really about his shit, man. And he makes good videos. So he's finna react to the 1v1 basketball YouTuber tournament. Let's see what he got. See what this is about.
DC Heat versus Zach TTG, Cash Nasty, and Anti-Age. Here is the official bracket. I know a lot of people are going to be upset about this one. We have Solo Illuminati and AJ Lepre. If they played today, I gotta go with.
So it's like he's predicting based on who
A few days ago, I asked the fans to fill out a form and give me 4 YouTubers that they would want to see in a 1v1 tournament. And we got over 350 responses. So I have taken the 32 most requested names and have thrown them into this website to randomly generate the bracket. And here are the results, but you guys already know that I had to make this look a little bit nicer. So here is the official bracket for the YouTuber 1v1 basketball tournament.
There's only part 1, by the way.
So how this is going to work is I'm going to pick who I got winning each game, and I'm going to share my thoughts on why I picked who I picked. And we're going to go all the way through the bracket until we crown a champion in the middle. So in this episode, we are going to focus on the left side of the bracket. We'll do the first 2 rounds on this side, and next episode, we'll go over to the right side. So as you can see, there are some really good matchups. I mean, we got Solo Illuminati and AJ Lepre, Bone Collector and B Dot, LSK and Marcellus Howard. It's going to be a fun and long journey to the end. So let's go ahead and get started with the first game of the tournament. Flight versus Jidel. Now this will be an interesting game to watch.
For this one, I got Jidel winning. Just because June Flight, they get better, but Flight chokes a lot. Like, he's better now, but he just chokes, bro. He just June Flight is like, you know what I mean? That nigga was choking too much, bro. He was losing games he could have won. He really could have won certain games, and he was just losing them shits. He was just choking too much. So I got Jidel on that one, because,
Depending on what flight we would get. Sometimes he's very inconsistent, but sometimes
exactly.
he's on fire. So it depends on the flight that we were getting, because Jidel's a very solid player. He's a very good shooter. He can finish in contact, and Flight's defense at the rim isn't the best. So I think I got to go with Jidel for this one. Yeah. Sorry, Flight. I know a lot of people are going to be upset about this one, but that's who I think is going to move on. So I'm going with Jidel on this one. I think the score will be pretty even. If they were playing to 11, it'd be like 11 to 8. All right, next game we have Cash Nasty and Anti-A's. This will be a really good matchup.
Yeah, that would be a good matchup. But for this one, I got Cash, just because I've seen him play through. Because I don't know who he is. Well, I didn't know who he is until now. Well, until recently, because Cash reacts to his videos of him versus Kenny, him versus they can like 2-on-2s and shit like that. But I got Cash just because one, he's shorter and Cash is stronger than him. So just height and strength, you know what I mean. And Cash is not ass either. So yeah.
These guys are good friends. Andrew's got that speed, he's got the good shot, but he is very undersized against Cash. And I think Andrew would have a hard time stopping Cash, especially if Cash plays his game down low. Just back him down and getting an easy layup. I think Cash would have no problem winning this game, so I'm going to go with Cash for this one.
Yo, me and this boy Maddox think alike, man. Feel me? Grandmas think alike.
Moving on to the next game, we have Bree Green versus Mopey. Now, this one's pretty obvious. I got Bree winning. She's a straight baller. And Mopey can't really play, so I think it's pretty clear on who would win that one. Oh boy, moving on, we have Solo Illuminati and AJ Lepre. My goodness.
For this one, I don't know who the fuck the AJ nigga is. So I got my nigga Soph. Who you talking about, nigga? Simple. I got Soph, nigga. Fuck, no explanation, nigga.
Pay money to see this matchup. They both have good height. They can both shoot, play defense. But if they were to play right now, I gotta have AJ winning, man. I mean, he's an active hooper. He's trying to get in the G League right now. And we haven't seen Solo Illuminati play basketball in a couple years, so I gotta go with AJ here. I feel like that makes sense. All right, moving on, we have another good matchup. DC Heat versus Zach TTG. This would for sure be a close game. DC can shoot.
Yeah, I got DC one because, he's like, he can shoot and shit. He has nice ball handle, but he's also taller and he's more active too. Like, Zach barely plays basketball. They say all the time, he barely plays. So I got DC Heat winning that one. That nigga DC Heat is nice.
Can drive. His defense is alright. It could be better. Zach is a straight baller. He doesn't take hooping seriously like DC Heat does, though, and I think that would come into play. If they played right now, I think that would come into play and haunt him. So I gotta pick DC Heat over Zach. Now, if Zach was an active hooper and he was taking basketball seriously, this would be a different story in my opinion. I think he'd win, but as of right now, if they played today, I got DC. Oh, Bone Collector and B Dot. This is a tough one. They're both basically...
Yeah, that's a good one. The Bone Collector plays Jailball. aggressive, great handles. Just a jail nigga, bro. Like, he's a criminal. And B-Dot, he's more like a finesse type guy. Me, I don't know who he's gonna pick, but I would have Bone Collector winning that one just because I feel like it's just hard to guard that nigga, bro. Like, especially if you're playing just street basketball, yeah, it's hard to guard him.
Professionals, I think I got to go with Bone. In a
Yeah, me
1v1, I'm taking Bone. I mean, B-Dot's defense is solid, but Bone Collector 1v1, that's like a different animal, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, in a
he's
game,
really tough to guard. This will be
B-Dot's
another one
better.
of those close games. If they played to 11, it'd be like 11-9, 11-10. So I'm going to go with Bone Collector on this one. Easily could be B-Dot too, but I got to make a decision, so I got Bone. Next up, we got the Professor versus Tanner Morgan. All right, so we all know the Professor.
I don't know who Tanner Morgan is, so I'm gonna go with my boy the Professor. That nigga handles is insane. Insane.
He's the OG, the GOAT. His handles are absolutely insane. And Tanner Morgan's a big. He's kind of slow on the court, but he's got good fundamentals.
Oh, yeah, big man? So
I think I gotta go with the Professor. Only because of his handles, and I don't know if Timo... I feel like Timo's a little bit too slow to guard him. You know what I'm saying? Timo's a baller, though, so I feel bad. This was a bad matchup for him in the first round. But I gotta go with Professor for this one. The score would be pretty close. Again, all these matchups, I feel like the scores would be pretty close. This one would probably be like 11-7 or something like that. So definitely not a blowout. It'll be a close game. All right, for the final game in the first round.
See, for that one, I don't know, though, because if that nigga's a big man, he might be close to Professor to fuck up.
Left side, we have LSK and Marcellus Howard. So this game right here could go either way. I could see...
I don't know who Marcellus Howard is, because I'm not really... Other niggas I don't know, so I'm going to get LSK. For me, that nigga LSK is nice.
Both guys winning. Again, another close game. I want to go with LSK because he has the huge height advantage.
Okay.
Marcellus is also really quick, though, but I think I'm going to go... because I could just see him shooting fades right over Marcellus. He could back him down. I think that's the right choice. This was a tough first round matchup for Marcellus, man. Hate to see him go in the first round, but I'm gonna go with LSK. Alright, now we are moving on to the second round on the left side of the bracket. First game, we have Jidel and Cash Nasty. Now this will be a good game.
No, it will not be a good game. Cash Nasty will smoke this guy. Smoke him. Jidel doesn't hoop as much as Cash does now. Cash is bigger. He's stronger, he's faster, he has better handles. The only thing that I got on him is a shot, but Cash can shoot on top of Cash got it. Lockdown defense as well.
I feel like Jidel's movements are a little bit slow, so I think Cash should clamp him up pretty easily. And Jidel's defense isn't the best on the perimeter, so I feel like Cash could blow by him and get easy looks at the rim. He won't be able to shoot that much because Jidel's good at contesting those shots. And Jidel is a good shooter, so he'd keep the game close with that. But I do think that Cash can take this game easily. So I'm sending Cash to the quarterfinals and eliminating Jidel. Next up, we have Bree Green versus AJ Lepre. This one's pretty obvious to me. I got AJ winning. You know, Bree can ball, but her defense...
Because if you said this motherfucker going to the G League, he has to win the game. For me, like, I think she'll win the whole thing, to be honest. He's going to the G League.
Defense isn't the best, and I definitely feel like AJ is a better all-around player. You know, he can pretty much do everything on the floor. So I got to go with AJ here. I think this will be a borderline blowout, man, because AJ's got good length, and he would do a good job of contesting all of Bree's shots. So I think it'd be like 11-5. So yeah, AJ's moving on. Moving on, we have DC Heat and Bone Collector. So this one's also pretty obvious to me. I got Bone Collector winning simply because DC Heat's defense isn't the best. He's also a pretty big dude, and I feel like he'd have trouble keeping up with Bone on the drive. DC is a better shooter than Bone, but Bone has good defense, and he can contest DC shots pretty easily. So I got Bone Collector winning this one. He should win this one pretty easily. And to finish off the second round on the left side, we have Professor and LSK. This right here would be...
This one's hard because if the Professor gets the ball, how's LSK going to guard him? And you could just say LSK might post him up, but LSK is not really a poster player, he's a shooter. So for me, I got the Professor winning just because this nigga's insane. Like, his handles is too crazy. Like, I don't see LSK keeping up with him. And I don't see LSK just posting him up and going for hooks and shit. He's more of a shooter, so he's not going to really do that. So if he misses his clip.
A great game to watch. Hopefully we'll see it someday, you never know. But, you know, Professor is an absolute beast on the offensive side of the ball, and I feel like he could take this game. I really do. Yeah, but I also feel like LSK could win too. Oh man, this is tough. Professor is just so quick with his movements and everything. He's a good shooter. LSK is kind of slow, but he can really shoot, and he can shoot over Professor. I think I gotta go with Professor though.
Yeah, me too.
This will be another close game though. It'd be like 11-9. It'd be a great game, that's for sure. So that's it for this first episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys check out the second episode. It's dropping an hour after this one. We're gonna be focused.
Yeah, I'm gonna react to that one too. But hey, man, great video for me. I fucked with it. I really did. I'm gonna to the next one literally right after this shit, so I'm gonna upload this shit right away. Uh, yeah, man. It's your boy Almighty Max. Like, subscribe, comment, all that gay stuff, man. And I love y'all niggas. Peace out.